All right, welcome here to Normal West Community High School in Normal, Illinois. You're watching Olney Sports Broadcasting on YouTube, and we are getting ready to bring you a matchup here this morning between the Southern Smoke 15U out of Olney, Illinois, and the Elite Baseball 15U out of Chicago. This is the final weekend of baseball for the Smoke. Game one of the final weekend here. I want to take this time here in just a second, go through the list of our sponsors that help make this broadcast possible. 618 Construction, Steve Faulkner Automotive in Princeton, Ashton Crawford there selling the cars. Richland County Scratch and Dent, Hovey's Diner, Travis Excavating, your country financial representatives in West Salem, Steve and Evan Thompson, Britain's Bullpen, Southern Smoke Baseball, Fit by G, Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Ophelia's Cup, Mark Lambert, Mayor of Olney, Morgan's Tree LLC, The Smokin' Pig, Prime Auto Repair and Prime Auto Collision, Duncan Boys Trucking, Bob's Pizza, Treeworks, Richland County's country financial agents Jimmy Fehrenbacher and Chuck Schmucker, Pizza Fast, and Todd Willis there at Willis Wheels. The Southern Smoke come into this game with a record of 11 wins, 8 losses, and 2 ties. The Elite Baseball from Chicago, they come into this game with a record of 14 wins and 6 losses. Looks like the Smoke will be the home team here today as they've taken the field. And it looks like Luke Lovelady will be on the mound for the Smoke, and Mason Bunting is doing the catching. The rest of the way around here defensively for the Smoke, Easton Oaks is at first. Wayne Willis is at second. Jetson Holt is at short. Felix Reynolds is at third. Cam Welsh is in left. Noah Molinax is in center. And Noah Myers is in right. We're going to let Luke finish his warm-up tosses, and we are going to have a quick commercial break here from our sponsors. Welcome back to the broadcast. We are set for first pitch here of the game. First pitch from Luke Lovelady comes in high, ball one. As soon as Game Changer kicks over to where I can see it, I will let you know who's batting here for the Elite Baseball. That ball is drove into center field, and Noah Molinax comes across and makes a nice grab there for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Smoke. That batter was Jensen. And Cologne will be the second batter here of the day. First pitch Cologne sees from Lovelady. It comes in high, ball one. That one's fouled back. Counts now even 1-1. That one's high, a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike now to count on Cologne. I'm going to say Chicago maybe had just a little bit shorter trip than what we did from Southern Illinois. That one comes in and hits him, so he will be aboard. So with 1 out, the Chicago Elite does have 1 runner aboard. It's going to bring in Lopez to the plate. Looking through the games we have scheduled here this weekend, 4 games scheduled. Based on record alone, we think this probably will be the toughest competition we have. Lovelady checks on the runner at first, not in time. So Lopez digs in. He awaits the first pitch he sees. It's outside, ball 1. Normal West High School baseball field sits right along the interstate. That ball is flied high to center field. Noah Molinax settles under. He makes the catch. So 2 outs, both by Molinax here in the first inning. And Gufoyle will be the next batter for Elite. Here with 2 outs, they do have a runner at first base. First pitch he sees, a little bit high, ball 1. Cologne, the runner at first. 1 ball, no strike to count. The 1-0 pitch to Gufoyle is on the way, and it's high outside, ball 2. So Lovelady falls behind here in the count, 2-0. That one misses just outside. That brings the count to 3-0. Catcher Poston is on deck for Elite. The 3-0 pitch from Lovelady comes in high, ball 4. So that's going to put runners at first and second now with 2 outs for the catcher Poston. Lovelady from the stretch, he comes set. Gives the runner at second a look. He delivers. That's outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Lovelady So, umpire has a tight strike zone here today. I guess that was high. I'm not sure. Looked good from directly behind the backstop, which is where I'm standing. So, the 2-0 pitch now from Lovelady. That one finds a strike zone. 2 balls and a strike now. Yep. All right. Well, 3 balls and a strike the count. Lovelady looking to get a strike here. And swung on a miss, so that brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runners at first and second. Big pitch here on the way from Lovelady. Runners take off, and it's going to be outside, ball 4. So that's going to load the bases here for Elite with 2 outs. And Elite's going to send out a courtesy runner here for their catcher. And Senna will be the next batter. So Elite threatening here early. 2 outs though here for the Smoke. First pitch to Senna is high, ball 1. So Lovelady struggling here early, trying to find the strike zone. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's in there. Strike 1. Counts even 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes now. So Lovelady is ahead in the count. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell if the umpire's calling a strike or not. The 1-2 comes in high, evens the count now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Lovelady on the way, high, ball 3. So full count now. A walk would be a run here, so need to get this ball across the plate. The 3-2 pitch hits the outside corner, called strike 3. So Lovelady gets himself out of a potential jam there, and the Elite Baseball will leave 3 runners stranded, and Smoke was able to hold them off from scoring. So after the top of the first, score 0-0, Smoke is coming up for their first at bat of the game, and we'll have that for you after this message from our sponsors. Welcome back to Normal West Community High School in Normal, Illinois, right along the interstate. We are getting ready to see the Southern Smoke for their first time today batting. Pitching for Chicago Elite is Senna. He would have been the last batter of the last inning there for Elite. And leading things off for the Smoke will be their catcher, Mason Bunting. First pitch to Bunting, swung on, miss, strike one. So the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's low, ball one. So counts now even 1-1. That one runs inside. 2 balls and a strike now. Bunting does have a ball magnet somewhere inside of him, we believe. He was hit 4 times last weekend. The 2-1 pitch from Senna is on the way. That is fouled off, hit him there in the box. So counts even 2-2. May hit him in the face, actually. Thought it hit him in the foot. Must have hit him in the face. That hit him in the face, Taryn? Oh, shoot. Right in the nose. That'd make your eyes water. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. That's outside. Counts full. Three-two pitch from Senna to Bunting. Grounded to the shortstop. Grass infield, slow roll. And called him out. Close play. So unfortunately, no challenges are allowed here in 15U baseball, so we're going to have to assume the umpire was correct. 1 out. Jetson Holt, the next batter. First pitch he sees is swung on and missed. That one's grounded to the second baseman, and he will make the out at first. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Smoke in the bottom half of the first. It's going to bring up Easton Oaks. Oaks flies that one high to right field. Right fielder is settled under it, and he makes the catch. So Smoke are going to go 3 up, 3 down here. So after 1 complete inning, score is tied 0-0. We will have the second inning for you when we return. Welcome back to Normal Community High School, Normal West Community High School. You're watching Southern Smoke 15U and Chicago Elite 15U. Leading things off for the Elite is going to be the shortstop, Pyatt. First pitch from Lovelady to Pyatt on the way. And check swing, he went. Either way, it was a strike. No balls and a strike, so Lovelady starts out ahead here on Pyatt. Next pitch down the middle, called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes now the count. And so 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second. That'll bring Hyatt up. He is the first baseman for Chicago Elite. First pitch from Lovelady. Low, ball 1. That's a pitch that sometimes umpires call and sometimes they don't. They either do or they don't. So this umpire is not going to give a low strike, it appears. The 1-0 pitch swung on. That's fouled out of play. On to the other baseball field here. Counts even 1-1. Just directly behind us here, we've got the Normal West football team practicing. The 1-1 pitch to Hyatt is on the way, and that's going to be fouled down the third base side. It gets out of play. So a ball and 2 strikes. So Lovelady working ahead in the count here again. That one comes in high, evens the count 2-2. The 2-2, that's swung on and missed, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in a row here for Lovelady in the second inning. And that will bring in Gulick, the left fielder for Chicago Elite. First pitch Gulick sees is high, ball 1. Check swing, says he didn't go, but I think it was a strike anyways. That one's high, so Lovelady behind here in the count 3-0 to Gulick. If you're watching in Chicago and I'm mispronouncing these names, I do apologize. The 3-0 pitch, that one finds the strike zone, in for the first strike. 3 balls and a strike now the count. That one's high, so Gulick will draw the 2-out walk and bring in the third baseman, Pearson. Normal West has a lot of banners hanging up here of players that's made it to the big leagues. Pretty interesting here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A's, Sox, Dodgers, Braves, Rockies, Mets. Pickoff attempt, but that's going to get to the fence, and he's probably going to get to third base easy on that. So that has put us in a little bit of a jam here with 2 outs still. Definitely need to keep the ball in the infield or a fly ball to the outfield here to keep this run from scoring. The first pitch to Pearson is on the way, and it is in for strike 1. Pearson will be the last batter in the lineup, so on deck will be the top. The 0-1 from Lovelady to Pearson. It's foul back out of play. Strike 2, so Lovelady ahead in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. This will be a huge strikeout here for the Smoke. And that's in, called strike 3. And Pearson doesn't agree with it. So Smoke are able to hold off the Elite once again. They are still scoreless. So the Smoke will be due up here in the bottom of the second. We'll have that for you right after this. Welcome back to Normal West here in Normal, Illinois. Felix Reynolds will be leading things off. He's the 4th batter in the lineup. Smoke did go down in order 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. So Reynolds looking to get things started here for the Smoke. First pitch he sees is called strike 1. That one's low in the dirt, ball 1. Reynolds drives that one deep to center field. Center fielder's going back on that, and that's going to burn him, and that's going to roll to the fence, and Reynolds will stroll in easy with the stand-up leadoff double for the Smoke here in the second inning. Reynolds has been seeing the ball well here lately. Sorry, I forgot to switch the camera on that. I'm a one-man show here. Special shout-out to Josie Grassu watching from Catawba, Kentucky today. It's going to bring Luke Lovelady to the plate. Smoke with a runner in scoring position now. Lovelady looking to move him around somehow. First pitch in high and tight, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Lovelady. That's called a strike, so now we are doing the low strike. Okay. Lovelady shows bunt. Pickoff attempt. Not in time. That ball's high. 2 balls and a strike is the count on Lovelady. I expect maybe a square to bunt one more time here. We're trying to move Reynolds to third base. He does square to bunt, and he gets a beautiful bunt down. They're going to go to first with it. They overthrow it, and Reynolds is going to score, and Lovelady is going to be into second. So, beautiful job there by Luke Lovelady getting that bunt down, and worked out in our favor, the error on the throw there. So, Smoke will strike first here today, and Noah Myers will be the next batter. So Maddox Dillard in to run for the pitcher Lovelady. So he stands at second base. Noah Myers, the batter. First pitch he sees, he squares the bunt. He gets a nice bunt down. It's going to go foul, though. So foul ball. Nobody's out. And Myers looking to, sacrifice Dillard to third here. He squares the bunt again, gets it pulled back. That ball comes in high. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Chicago Elite does have a guy down in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch to Myers. He squares the bunt, gets that down right back to the pitcher, and he throws that one to the fence as well. Deja vu. Dillard will score, and Myers will be on second base, making the score 2-0 now in favor of the Smoke. And Chicago Elite coach wants a timeout. He will come out and I assume just talk to his pitcher. I don't think he's going to take him out. He's not really doing anything wrong as far as pitching goes. He just made a couple throwing errors to first there. So I think it's just kind of a calm down, boys, little pep talk there from the coach. And Lane Willis will be the next batter for the Smoke. Noah Myers is the runner at second. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Score is 2-0 in favor of the Smoke. First pitch to Willis is on the way. It's low, ball 1. So do we continue to bunt or do we swing away here? I don't think he squared that time. No, he does. He is squaring the bunt. 2 balls now. Coach Jones there trying to tell Lane to get that down the third base side since that first base is so close. And that one's fouled off. 2 balls and a strike now, the count on Willis. The 2-1 pitch, he squares the bunt. He gets that down, but it's foul. So 2-2, he's going to be swinging away now. Two balls, 2 strikes to count on Lane Willis. 2-2 is chopped. That's going to get down. That's going to get down for a base hit for Willis, and Myers will cruise into third. I think had there been 2 outs there, Myers probably could have scored, but he couldn't hardly go anywhere until that ball did hit the ground because it was close. And I forgot to change my screen again. I apologize. So you couldn't see it, but the ball was blooped in just behind first base in the grass is where that ball went, kind of in no man's land. Nobody was able to get to it. Cam Welsh drives one hard to center field. That's going to get by. That's going to score Myers as Willis comes around third. He's going to score, and Welsh will be in with a stand-up double. 2 RBI double for Cam Welsh. So still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Noah Molinax will be the next batter. Cam Welsh is the runner at second. Scores 4-0 in favor of the Smoke. Molinax digs in, awaits the first pitch of the day. He squares the bunt. Beautiful bunt down to the third baseman. And another close play. He calls him out, but Molinax did exactly what he was supposed to do. Moves Cam Welsh to third.
Let's go, Ford. Do a job here.
And Jared Crompton will be the next batter here today. 1 out. Welsh stands on third, so pretty well a ball in play anywhere. Should be an RBI for Crompton here. First pitch he sees, swung on. It's flown to. That's going to get down. No, nice play there. No, it does get down. It does get down. He almost made a nice play on it. Cam Welsh does score. So nice job there by Crompton getting that run across. So that will bring the Smoke back to the top of the order. Mason Bunting will be the next batter of the day. He is 0 for 1, grounded out with an asterisk. We think he was safe on that. That one is popped up. Catcher has plenty of room, and he will make the catch. So that puts us with 2 outs now. Crompton still stands on first, and Jetson Holt will be the next batter of the day. Holt is 0 for 1 on the day. Crompton takes his lead at first. That is going to be drove to right field, and he's going to be able to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 2 complete here from Normal High School, Southern Smoke 5, Chicago Elite 0, we'll have the 3rd inning for you when we return. Welcome back to Normal Community High School, Normal West Community High School in Normal, Illinois. You're watching Southern Smoke 15U and Chicago Elite 15U. We are in the top of the third inning, and Chicago Elite is back to the top of their order, which is Jensen, the third baseman. He is 0 for 1 on the day, so he's still looking for his first hit here. First pitch from the Love Lady. That's in, called strike one. The 0-1 pitch swung on, that's popped up. Down the third base side, Felix Reynolds settles under, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. He's going to bring in the center fielder, Cologne. He got hit the first time he was up. First pitch to Cologne is going to be curveball, high, ball one. The 1-0 from Love Lady is on the way, and it's called strike one. Was it a called strike? I have a hard time telling what it does. 2 balls and a strike, the count. That one swung on and missed, so that evens the count now 2-2. A 2-2 pitch from Love Lady. He wanted it, but he did hold off. That was high. Runs the count full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. That is the second out of the inning here for the Smoke. And that's going to bring in the extra hitter, Lopez. Lopez is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch he sees is just a bit high. I've always wanted to do that. One ball, no strike, the count on Lopez. That one comes in high, ball 2. Two-0 pitch misses, so Love Lady behind here 3-0. Pitch misses, so Lopez will draw the 2-out walk for Chicago Elite, and that will bring in Guffoli. Again, if you're listening in Chicago, that's the name. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right or not. Is it Guffoli? Guffoli? The batter. Guilfoyle? Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle. I was saying it wrong. Guilfoyle. First pitch to Guilfoyle is on the way. It's outside. Back pick attempt at first, not in time. That one's outside. Nice snag there by the catcher, keeping the runner at first. 2 balls, no strikes now the count. Lovelady was in the zone. Now he's out of the zone, trying to get back in. 2-0 pitch. Check swing was outside, so 3-0 count now. .30 misses, so I believe that's 8 straight balls now from Lovelady. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Poston. Poston walked his first time up. So Lovelady looking to settle back in here and find the zone. First pitch to Poston is right down the middle, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That's in, strike 2. So Lovelady quickly ahead here. No balls, 2 strikes. Looks like Jared Crompton is down in the bullpen throwing. Just in case here, but I got a feeling Lovelady's going to get out of this thing. The 0-2 misses, ball 1. Yeah, swung on a miss. So Lovelady gets himself out of a little late inning jam there. And the Chicago Elite will leave 2 men stranded. And we are headed to the bottom of the third. Scores 5-0 in favor of the Smoke. Welcome back to Normal West Community High School. We are in the bottom of the third inning here. You're watching Southern Smoke 15U and Chicago Elite 15U. Easton Oaks will be leading things off here for the Smoke. We do have a pitching change for Chicago, and I will have that for you as soon as I can see it. So Senna, he finishes with 2 innings pitch, 5 runs on 6 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. First pitch to Oaks is low, ball 1. And this is going to be another name I'm going to struggle with here. D'Agostino is the new pitcher, D'Agostino. Ball and strike is the count on Oaks. The 1-1 is fouled off the catcher's helmet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch to Oaks. That's drove hard. Just over the second baseman's glove, and that's going to be in for a base hit for Oaks. Nice solid hit there by Easton Oaks. It's going to bring in Felix Reynolds. Reynolds doubled his first at bat. It was a deep ball to center field. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. First pitch to Reynolds. Little curveball, breaks on the inside corner, strike 1. That one comes in a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count on Reynolds. Another attempt at first. That's going to get by, and Oaks will be into second base. One ball, 1 strike is the count on Reynolds. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. Catcher and pitcher going to have a little bit of a discussion here. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Reynolds. That's outside. Evens the count, 2-2. Luke Lovelady, the pitcher, is on deck as Reynolds digs in and awaits the 2-2 pitch. Be in the dirt. Nice snag there by the catcher, keeping Oaks at second. Runs the count full, 3-2. The 3-2 is chopped. Oh, man, that hits Oaks. That's unfortunate. We got to be better than that. Oaks runs right into a live ball for the out. But Reynolds will be on first. I have no idea how that happened. It wasn't even a hard hit ball. He ran right into it. 1 out, Lovelady steps in, and Reynolds the runner at first. That ball was chopped slow enough. I don't think they would have got to Reynolds anyway. So first pitch to Lovelady. That's in. Strike one. That one misses low. Evens the count 1-1. And hits the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes. Now the count on Lovelady.
Go, 9.
Lovelady chops that one to shortstop, and he's going to go to first with it and get the out at first, and Reynolds will be in
Go, 4.
safe at second. So 2 outs now. Noah Myers will be the batter. First pitch to Myers in the dirt, ball 1. Myers is 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt, ball 2. So Myers looks at 3 straight balls in the dirt. His count is 3-0. Pitch in the dirt. That's a get by, and Reynolds will advance to third. So it puts runners at first and third now for the Smoke. 2 outs. Lane Willis will be the next batter. Willis 1 for 1 on the day. So Myers steals second, puts 2 runners now in scoring position for Willis. 1 ball, no strike is the count. The 1-0 pitch, inside corner, called strike 1.
Go, 1.
That one's low, outside. 2 balls and a strike now the count. One, 2. Okay, so the first pitch was called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Willis needs to put one in the grass here, score 2 runs for us. The 1-2 pitch is fouled down the first base side, and that's going to get down foul. Count will remain the same, 1-2. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch misses. Low outside. Makes the count even 2-2. The 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on. That is down the right field side. Right fielder comes in and he makes the catch for the third out. So the Smoke will leave 2 men stranded here after 3 complete innings. Smoke lead this thing 5-0. We'll have the 4th for you when we return. Welcome back to the broadcast. Sorry I missed the last half inning there. I was on a phone call. But the Smoke did 3 up, 3 down there in the top half of the fourth. And which brings us to the bottom of the fourth. Cam Welsh is leading things off. He doubled his first at bat. So he's looking to keep that momentum going here on his second at bat of the day. First pitch is swung on and missed. That one's low. Ball 1. Counts even 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Welsh. That's in. Called strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes now the count. A curveball swung on and missed, strike 3. So Welsh will go down swinging on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring in Noah Molinax. Molinax 0 for 1 on the day. The pitcher in the inning I was silent was Jared Crompton. He's the new pitcher for the Smoke. So 2 strikeouts there for him. 2 strikeouts and a ground out there in the top of the fourth where I was not streaming any audio. Molinax fouls that one off. No balls and a strike to count. Noah wants time. Pitcher took a little bit too long to make a pitch there. He called time so he could reset. The 0-1 is swung on. Little slow grounder to second. He's going to field that and make the throw, make the out. 2 up, 2 down here for the Smoke in the bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring in Jared Crompton. Crompton is 1 for 1 on the day. Does have an RBI. First pitch, Crompton sees. That's in, strike 1. That one is flown to right center field. Right fielder coming over, and he will make the catch. So the Smoke will go 3 up, 3 down. So the fourth inning was 6 up, 6 down on, if you include both sides there. So after 4 complete innings, the score is Southern Smoke 5, Chicago Elite 0. We will have the 5th for you coming right up. Welcome back to John A. Logan College. We are in the top of the 5th inning here. Let me get my inning changed. Jared Crompton out for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch is swung on. Little blooper to Lane Willis at second base. He'll make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Smoke in the 5th. That was 30. That was Gulick. He was 0 for 1 with a walk. He's 0 for 2 now. And Pearson, the third baseman, steps in. First pitch he sees is a little bit high, ball 1. Pearson is 0 for 1, struck out his first at bat. Pop up to Easton Oaks at first. He makes the catch. So quickly 2 outs. So that returns the Elite to the top of the order. That one fouled off. Jensen, the third baseman, is the leadoff man. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Crompton working ahead here. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch from Crompton comes in high, ball 1. Counts even, 1-1. That one swung on high, fly ball, right center field. Who's going to get it? Molinax, the center fielder, will get that for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. And we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. Southern Smoke lead 5-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the broadcast. You're watching Southern Smoke 15U and Chicago Elite 15U. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Southern Smoke is back to the top of the order. Mason Bunting will be the batter. First pitch he sees is low in the dirt, ball 1. That one's low, gets by, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now the count. (2-0), called strike 1. Possibly the worst call of the day. Either way, 2 balls and a strike. That one swung on, fouled off down the first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. And a 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. So Bunting will go down swinging on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in Jetson Holt. Holt 0 for 2 on the day, looking for his first hit of the day. I don't know how the right fielder even hears anything out there with the interstate buzzing right by. First pitch to Holt, swung on and missed, strike 1. Yo, 1 misses outside, gets by to the backstop. 1-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 5th. We have 1 out. That one catches the outside corner, called strike 2. Ball, 2 strikes, the count. Jetson Holt, the batter. The 1-2. That's in the dirt. Evens the count up now 2-2. Correction. Umpire says a full count. Full count here on Holt. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Count remains the same, 3-2. Hillary Molnax about takes one straight to the head. Holt awaits the 3-2 pitch again. It's on the way. And it's fouled back, almost in the same spot. Holt check swing, checks with the umpire at first. He says he did not go, so that is ball 4. Holt draws the 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Easton Oaks. Oaks is 1 for 2 on the day. Holt takes his lead at first. Pitcher comes set. He delivers the first pitch to Oaks way outside. And Holt was stealing on the throw, and the ball got passed, so he advances to third on that passed ball. Or that, I would call that a wild pitch, not a passed ball. So Holt from first to third on the wild pitch, and Oaks stands in with a 1-ball, no-strike count. Oaks takes a hack at that one, fouls it back, evens the count 1-1. So it'd be nice for Oaks to get one in the outfield right here and get this run across the plate. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. So Oaks behind in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, keeping the runner at third. Counts even 2-2. 1 out. Oaks looking to poke one to the outfield here and score the runner at third. The 2-2 pitch swung on, and that's going to get in the gap for a single RBI for Easton Oaks. Makes the score 6-0 now in favor of the Smoke. It's going to bring Felix Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds 1 for 2 on the day. Easton Oaks, the runner at first. He has his lead. Pitcher comes set. He delivers. Reynolds takes a big hack at that one, but misses strike 1. So the 0-1 pitch is on the way. That comes in low, evens the count 1-1. One pitch in the dirt. Nice snag by the catcher. Keeps the runner at first base. 2 balls and a strike now the count on Reynolds. Reynolds has the ability to put one out of this ballpark. We're 3:25 to left. Ooh, that one called strike on the inside. 3:25 to left, 350 left center, and 375 dead center. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to hit the outside corner, called strike 3. So 2 outs now. And Luke Lovelady will be the batter. Lovelady's 1 for 2 on the day. This will be his 3rd at bat. First pitch he sees, high, ball 1. That was in the dirt, and it's going to get by, and Easton Oaks will advance to second. Easy. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Lovelady now with a runner in scoring position. With 2 outs, Oaks will be going at the crack of the bat, so a ball, base hit to the grass, could potentially score a run here for Lovelady. The 2-0 pitch, that's in. Called strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now. Ball in the dirt. 3-1 count on Lovelady. That one called a strike. Evidently the white line is considered a strike here in normal. That one misses, ball 4. And catcher got a little lazy there, and Easton Oaks took advantage and took third base. So runners at first and third now for Noah Myers. Quick meeting there by the Chicago Elite coach. Talks to his pitcher and his catcher. Meeting is over. We're back in action. Noah Myers steps in. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Luke Lovelady is the runner at first. Easton Oaks is the runner at third. I'm wondering if the meeting was about if we're going to throw it or not. Lovelady's stealing. The throw is not going to happen. Back to the pitcher. The pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Now runners at first and second. So now we're in a spot where we could potentially score 2 runs with a base hit. And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So Chicago Elite pitcher here having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone with 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch. That's in the zone. Myers swings and misses. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. That was low. Myers did take a hack at it, misses. So the count is now even 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Myers. That's going to be called strike 3. So Smoke will leave 2 men stranded. They do score 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th. So after 5 complete innings, the score is 6-0 in favor of the Smoke. We will have the 6th for you when we return. Welcome back to Normal Community High School, Normal West. You're watching Southern Smoke 15U and Chicago Elite 15U. Smoke lead this game 6-0. We are in the top of the 6th inning. And the leadoff man for Chicago here is going to be Colon, the center fielder. He's the second batter in the order, first batter here in the inning. First pitch from Crompton is on the way. Outside corner, strike 1. Wide zone. Call strike 2. 2 pitches, 2 strikes here for Crompton here in the top of the 6th. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. It's going to bring in Lopez. He is 0 for 1, does have a walk. This will be his 3rd plate appearance of the game. First pitch he sees. That's drove to center field. Mullinax going back. He settles under and makes the catch. Those types of plays are good for pitch counts for pitchers. 1 pitch, out. 2 outs here in the 6th, and that's going to bring in Guilfoyle. I kind of forgot how to say the name again, but I think it's Guilfoyle. First pitch to him is in, strike 1. Guilfoyle? Yeah, Guilfoyle. 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back at us. 0-2. The 0-2 from Crompton in the dirt. Nice 0-2 pitch there. Luckily didn't swing at her. He'd be on first. Ball got by. Bunning must have took that somewhere where there wasn't gear. Catcher, or the umpire's wiping off the plate that there's no dirt because it's turf. Just to give him a little bit of breathing time here. Not sure where he got hit at, but there's strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down in the 6th for the Smoke. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th. Southern Smoke lead 6-0. Welcome back to Normal Community High School in Normal, Illinois. We are at Normal Community West High School here this morning, right along the interstate. Maddox Dillard will be leading things off. He'll be hitting for Lane Willis. Be his first at bat of the game. He does have a run scored, though. He ran earlier in the game. First pitch, Dillard sees. Outside, but it has been called a strike all day, so strike one.
Come on. Come on, 10.
I feel like it's tough for an umpire to call a strike whenever the catcher misses it, but he did it. No balls and a strike. Next pitch is low in the turf, ball one. Counts even 1-1. That ball is low outside, ball two. New pitcher here for Chicago Elite, Pearson. He was the second baseman. Now he is the pitcher. Be the third pitcher of the day for Chicago. The 2-1 pitch, way outside, ball three.
Come on, 10.
3 balls, 1 strike to count. So Dillard is ahead in the count here. The 3-1 pitch is on the way, and that's going to be low in the dirt, ball 4. So Dillard will draw the leadoff walk for the Smoke, and that will bring in Cam Welsh. Welsh is 1 for 2 on the day, has 2 RBIs. This will be his third at bat. Has a base hit and a strikeout. First pitch he sees, called strike one. Little curveball there. Welsh pops that up to the third baseman. He will drop the ball, but they make the out at second. Nothing you can do about that. Obviously, Dillard wasn't going to run because it was an easy pop fly, but somehow he missed it. But either way, nothing is different if he would have caught it or if he didn't catch it. Runner at first and 1 out. It's going to bring Noah Molinax to the plate. First pitch he sees is a ball. Welsh takes off on the pitch. The ball is low and outside, so no throw. So Welsh stands on second now in scoring position for Molinax. 2 balls, no strike the count. The 2-0 pitch. It hits the outside. 2-1. I will say he's consistent with that, though. It is a wide strike zone. That one's too far. 3-1 count now on Mullinax. Welsh takes his lead at second. The 3-1 pitch swung on, missed, so that runs the count full, 3-2. That one's too high, ball 4. So Mullinax draws the 1-out walk, puts runners at first and second for Jared Crompton. Crompton is 1 for 2 on the day. It'll be his third plate appearance here this morning. Anything but a double play here is what we need. First pitch is high, ball 1. Noah draws the throw to first, and that works out in our favor. That was I believe that was a base running mistake there by Mullinax, who was halfway between first and third while Welsh was on second. And they overthrew it, which turns out to be a run scored for the Smoke and Mullinax on third. I believe the count is 2-0. Mullinax is on third. That one is fouled back out of play. It's either 2-1 or 1-1. Not really sure.
Line drive here, let's go. Come on, Jared.
That one's outside. Three balls and a strike, the count on Crompton. Mullinax, the runner at third. Misses outside, ball 4.
Come on, Mace.
Puts runners at first and third, and the Smoke will return to the top. Mason Bunting for his 4th plate appearance of the game, and he is 0 for 3 on the day. Does have a strikeout. So he's looking to get things going here. I expect Crompton to be off on the pitch, and he is. Bunting will let that go. It's outside anyways. Ball 1. Puts runners at second and third now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 is now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. This is a 39-team tournament, so even at 4-0, you would possibly not get to play on Sunday. So we need to score as many runs as possible, and we need to allow as little runs as possible. That one was called strike 1, so 2 balls and a strike, the count now on Bunting. The 2-1 pitch, that's outside. Ball 3, 3-1. The top 8 teams in the tournament will advance to play on Sunday. Like I said, 39 teams, so a 4-0 doesn't necessarily get you a spot. Probably will. The 3-1 called strike 2 runs the count full, 3-2. Fouled back. So the count will remain the same, full. Three-two swung on, flown to deep right field. The right fielder will settle and make the catch, but Mullinax will tag, and he will score. So RBI sac fly for Bunting, and for some reason Crompton's still standing on second base. Not sure why. Oh, that was 3 outs. I thought it was just 1 out. Oh, that's 3 outs,
No, it's a game.
and that's the ball game. Was it 8-0 then?
That run should.
Yeah, okay. So 8-0. All right, so that's the ball game. I believe maybe it's, I don't know if it's time limit or if it's a 8-run time limit. Okay. So the run does count. Final score, Southern Smoke 8, Chicago Elite 0. That's the last game for the Smoke here today. We'll be back for one game tomorrow. I believe it's a 2:45 start. We'll have it for you right here on Alney Sports Broadcasting. So thank you for joining us, and thank you again to all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. And we will see you tomorrow at around 2:45 with Game 2 of the weekend for the Smoke.